My name is Fox Coox. I attended Jug Handle Nature Day Camp. I've led over 5 successful weekend wilderness trips, and I'm a professional river guide. Today, I'm gonna share with you some of the survival skills I've learned over my extensive outdoor career. Here I am at Sugarloaf State Park in Northern California. Several thousand hikers, campers, and backpackers come here every year. And every year there's a reasonably high chance of getting lost. In just this last decade, 3 people have become lost. I'm gonna show you the skills you need to survive in a wilderness area like this. I was dropped off deep in the heart of the wilderness area. All I have at my disposal are the clothes on my back and a GPS phone in case things really go south. First up, prioritize.
When you're lost, the first thing you need to do is to find water. That could mean the difference between life and death. So the first thing I need to do is to look for any sign of water that I can find. Now, I'll have to use my wits, because out here, that's about all I've got. So I'll start looking. This is good. We found a stream. Now, usually running water will flow to some population of people. Even if it's just a small settlement, I can at least make some contact with another human being. It'll just be good to find any sign of human civilization at this point. I'm gonna go down to the creek. We've really got a lot ahead of us here. You've really got to keep the water on you in a dry, arid climate like this. It's really important to stay hydrated.
Another thing to be aware of in a region like this is wildlife. While some of it is entirely benign, out here I'm not necessarily at the top of the food chain. With grizzly bears, mountain lions, cougars, pumas, panthers, and rattlesnakes, I've really got to stay on my toes, because you never know what's behind the next tree.
Alright. When you're in the wild, you want to get your bearings as much as you can. Now, one telltale sign of directionality is you take a look at the moss on the trees. Now, moss always grows on the north side of the trees. So, it tells me that north is that way. Here I am at this river, and even though it feels wonderful to wash my hands in here, I'm not going to be drinking this anytime soon, unless I want to get giardia, which is not pleasant. You can have diarrhea for up to 2 weeks. Now, however, this water over here is safe to drink, because you see it's separate from the main stream, and this, throughout this rock and dirt and all of that, the water's filtered through here. So I can actually drink this. This is safe to drink. Now you see that I'm wearing a beanie. That is a very key piece of attire if you want to retain body heat. 97% of your body heat is lost through your head. So if you have one of these on, you keep all that in. Now that's very important because when you're cold, your body burns 15 times as many calories. And at this point, I really need to conserve my energy. It seems as though night is falling. It's going to be dark soon. And with night comes plummeting temperatures, which I do not want to be out here for. Moreover, that's when the nocturnal creatures will come out, many of whom would like to have me for dinner. It's time I get building a shelter. Got to use the main thick, strong sticks to provide a good roof for you. See that? Nothing will fall on that. And this will come across. That's fine there. We'll use this to go across on that. And here we go with this one to give it some extra support. One last one up here on the other side. And then we've got the bark. Now this is going to give you some shelter from the rain, as well as keep the cold air. Here we are. So you'd be going right across the top. And then you've got this big guy, which I'll put right across here. It's kind of my doorstep. Right. I think it's time that I huddle up for... Oh, you've got to check before you go in if there aren't any critters in there that don't want to bite you. Snakes, spiders, things like that. You look safe. I'm going to go in. Here we are. Now this will be a nice pillow. You see the moss, it's very soft. And that's going to give me a nice pillow for the night. One last check, and then I'll just put one of these on here. You always want to camouflage yourself so that if there are any creatures out there, they won't see you. I'll put this on and keep... Oh! Yeah, see, you've got to make a very good... Sometimes that happens. Alright, well, this looks fine. I'll just use this for camouflage. You want to put this on in case it rains? Hunker down for the night.
With the light of a new day, it is imperative that I get hydrated. I spotted a waterfall through the high trees, and that's where I'm headed.
Ground like this, you've got to be careful not to slip too much, because any accident you have would be disastrous.
After 3 grueling hours of climbing, I've reached the top of the waterfall. It is incredibly beautiful, but like with many things, with great beauty comes great danger. One errant step and I could wind up at the bottom, bruised, bloody, and broken. Nevertheless, it will also provide me the sustenance I need to keep going.
Alright, it's very fortunate that we found this waterfall, because the bacteria Giardia, which can give you diarrhea for up to 2 weeks, lives in water like this. However, there are 2 things that kill the bacteria Giardia. The first, to boil it in boiling water. The second, free fall. Therefore, with this waterfall, all this water is just free falling down here. Anything that's jumping up and is in free fall, the bacteria will have died. So this is safe to drink. Now there are some plants that you can definitely eat and will keep you alive. Others you have to be more wary of because they can kill you or at least make you very uncomfortable. For instance, this plant right here, this is poison oak. Now generally you do not want to touch this. However, because it's wet, especially see this leaf right here, there's a coating of water on it. And the water neutralizes the acids which cause the poison part that really gives you the rash and gives you a pretty unpleasant time for a couple of weeks. So any time other than this being wet, do not touch it.